Oh my God, this is so interesting. So I was leaving a message to Mel, like a voice message, and I was talking, and then I said something, and I was like, oh, truth. So the thing that I actually said was, empaths are the easiest beings to gaslight and manipulate. The easiest. And I was like, that's so interesting. Why are we the easiest to manipulate and gaslight? Well, think about it. Most of us end up with narcissists or have come into a narcissistic family. But let's just say this. The easiest people to manipulate, this is the first information I got, and I'm just going to ask Divinity to continue, please elaborating on that or giving more guidance. The easiest people to manipulate and gaslight. Why? Because there's a part of us that always is connected to their essence. So there's a part of us that knows their essence is divinity, as ours is. And it's like, because we are not like skeptical, we don't like being skeptical and like, oh, don't trust first. We're not those kind of humans. So it's easy for us to believe anyone that says anything. The minute anybody shares their pain, or they are a victim of their life, or they're feeling anything, we take it as truth. We truly believe, because this is how we are, right? Like, I won't be sharing something about me unless it's what I'm truly feeling, but there's no like, I'm doing it to get something out of it, like to get something from you out of it that's going to benefit me right now. That does kind of exist, but not in a malicious way, and not in a planned way, and not in like this hungry kind of like, I just want to consume your attention and make me look like God and belittle you kind of thing. We do it in a different way. Is like, oh my God, I wish I could make you feel better just because I need to feel safe right now. Like, oh, I wish I'm just going to love you so much that you can finally reflect love back to me. Like, we do it. Oh, this is very interesting. So we do it very differently. We do want to gain in return. We want to feel safe in our environment. We want to feel safe in this relationship. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. We want to feel like we're good enough. This is very normal. However, the way we do it is like, we make someone feel really amazing, hoping that they get so much of it that they can now return it. They can actually pour it on us. So if I make someone feel really good enough, hopefully I'll start feeling that because they're feeling that, because I'm empathetically attached to them, right? I'm attached to these people. This happens a lot in relationships. There are so many empaths that are so gaslighted. I was one of them. So gaslighted in their relationships. Especially with covert narcissists. They are like really good and not easily detectable. So a lot of empaths are with those covert narcissists, and they don't know it. They're like, oh, I'm like, they're like in their own la la land kind of thing, not knowing that they're giving up so many parts of themselves for that partner. They have no idea how they've been manipulated and gaslighted a lot of times to believe that certain ideas are theirs when it's never theirs. It doesn't align with their value system, and yet all of a sudden it becomes their idea, or they start to stand strong for it or believe in it, but it's never been theirs. It's been the covert narcissist's way, and they can take years and they can take months. They're very patient to make you believe that this is your idea and this is the way you want to live your life, or this is a concept that's birthed from you when it really never has been. But then you've adopted it because of the empathetic nature, which is, I want to make this person happy. I want to give them joy. I want them to feel secure, because when they do all that, they feel safe and secure. Then naturally I will feel loved. Right? So it's very different, right? So gaslighting us is very different. When we like doing something good for somebody for our benefit looks very different than the other way of doing it, which is like, I just want to break this person down. I want to feel like a god in front of this person. So the best way to do it is manipulate and gaslight them. Let them be a little confused about who they are all the time, Let them not trust their inner wisdom and their truth and their intuition. And I'll just always feel like a god, like I will do my thing, but it'll make me feel better about myself that they feel worse about who they are. That's the difference. I hope it's making sense. I don't even know if I'm on the same topic. But it's like with empaths, the reason they're so easily gaslighted is because it is so normal. It's so normal for them to trust what the other person is saying, even if their intuition is telling them there's something off. They would rather trust that person, give them the benefit of the doubt, which is the kindness of their heart. Unlike, they would rather do that than trust themselves and trust their own guidance, right? And know that, hey, I'm going to trust this imaginary thing that I can't tangibly feel and touch, rather than judge this person or make it their fault, right? So it's very interesting. So empaths are the easiest people to get gaslighted because of how empathetic, like you can also, as an empath, you can feel their child pain. So even if you're talking to the adult version of this person, in the physical now, they're like 30, you as an empath, because we tap into truth, which they're so unconscious of, but because we tap into truth, you are actually speaking to the younger version of them. That's another, there's so many, it's so intertwined. It's not just one way. So you're talking to the younger version of them, the wounded child, which you're trying to heal and trying to fix so much because you're like, they didn't get it. This is all subliminal. This is all like intuitive. You're like, oh my God, they didn't get the attention. They didn't get the love. They didn't get the unconditional love. They didn't get all this. I'm going to give it to them, give it to their younger child and heal them as I be abused and gaslighted by the older one. And once I can give that to the younger version that's in pain or been shamed out of their empathy, then they're going to find their love again, and then they're going to appreciate what I did, and then they can fulfill me with love. They can actually take care of me now. So that's kind of why it's so easy for empaths to get gaslighted and manipulated. And honestly, a lot of times, I mean, I've spoken to a lot of empaths. I've been working with this for over 18 years, one-on-one sessions and workshops, and I will tell you, there are a lot of empaths who are in resistance to, when I share with them that I believe you are gaslighted and you're with a covert narcissist, they're in complete resistance to it. I have to take it back at some point. I take it back so I can let that person feel at ease with themselves. That's the empath part, right? Like, I don't have to force feed them this information. One day they'll wake up to it. So I have to retract that information, because what's important is they feel good. So we don't have to name what their partners are. But in general, it's like there's this, they're like, no. I love this person. I've been with them for years, or I've been with them for months, or I've been with them. Like I've built a family with this person. They've always had my back. And you're like, really? Have they really? What does have your back really look like? And what have you been brainwashed to believe that they have your back, right? Or they're there for you in the way you want, right? So we are very easily gaslighted and manipulated, which is a good thing and to a degree, because when you wake up from that, the narcissists are there to basically poke at you and tell you, wake up. You don't trust yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You're not listening to your inner guidance. I am going to mirror everything about you to yourself. I'm going to make it so loud that you can finally hear the language in which you use within yourself and how you perceive yourself. I'm going to treat you the way you actually perceive yourself between you and you, so that you become more consciously aware of it and take your power back. That's how you can perceive it, right? Instead of this whole fear of narcissists and all that. So how do we stop being so easily manipulated and gaslighted? The only way to do such a thing, as all I'm hearing now, is the only way to accomplish that is you got to know how your God compass works. So I don't know if I've mentioned these in videos before, but your God compass is your body. I have it in my book also. Where's my book? I don't think it's here. It's downstairs. I have a a whole chapter about your God compass, like to understand what that means. And the only way to know is if you can trust your God compass, your body, if you can trust that feeling inside. Now, a lot of you may not even know what that feeling is because it's been so manipulated out of you and you've so disassociated from it because it meant pain, it meant consequences, it meant being ignored, being unlovable, not being good enough. It meant all that. So you disassociated. But if you can associate back to all the feelings that your body provides you with, and you start to have like I can never say that word, thesaurus that has to do with your body. How does your body function? When I feel, a pang on my neck, I know an anxiety coming. Oh, and I said I'm going to make a video about the wonders of anxiety. Anxiety is so beautiful. The pangs on the neck with anxiety. Oh, here comes anxiety. What does anxiety mean for me? Anxiety means this, this, and this. Now I understand. The God compass is telling me that right now I'm incapable of breathing because whatever I have received is of tremendous, whatever thoughts that are taking place are in tremendous discord with the truth of source and divinity, right? Or if you're walking somewhere and your right knee starts to hurt and you're like, it's so interesting. What's my body compass trying to tell me? What were my thoughts? Who am I with? What am I talking about? Me, when I'm around narcissists of any kind, covert or overt. Covert, you will never guess. They're like always the one that everybody loves, the sweet one, the quieter one, the shyer one, the one that's always helpless and a victim, but, it's just a mess. So these kinds of guys, I call them guys because I've seen them a lot in men because women expect a narcissist to be loud and obnoxious and mean, but little do they know. And I can tell by who the woman is. Like, okay, when I see the guy, I'm like, ugh, but before meeting the man, just seeing the woman, I'm like, oh, she's half of who she is, especially an empath. She's not who she is. She has beliefs in her that are not even hers. She parrots what her partner says. She mimics because that's a gaslighting part. She mimics the partner. Her beliefs, her ideas, her ideologies, they're mimicked. They're not really her. Just because she's gaslighted and manipulated, and there's no way to get it through to her that she's with a covert narcissist. It's impossible. So I just, you keep quiet. You don't say anything. When she's ready or he's ready to see it, they will be, and they'll remember the conversation, right? So what I'm basically saying is this. When you know what your God compass is telling you, when you know what it means when your shoulder starts to hurt, when I'm around narcissist, I will feel less of myself immediately. I will not know what to say. I don't know how to be myself completely. Like, that is how my body tells me. I just start to, my confidence seems to go. And it's very interesting because even if I'm going to be confident, I'm trying to be confident. I'm not actually confident. It's like an act. It's like I know I'm in the presence of an energy that doesn't align and I have to bring out my power and bring out my confidence, or disconnect and I can't even have conversations with them for that long. Like, I noticed that I'll leave spaces or I'll dodge them or I have nothing really much to say to them. This is in the recent few years, like it's gotten very intense where my body repulses these people. Like, even if somebody compliments them, I can't even be like, I can't even be nice about them to the person that is complimenting them. Like, it's very hard. Like, I can't say no truth anymore. Like, it can't work. So you'll notice, like, this is your God compass. Like, do you feel less of yourself? You've been gaslighted. Do you feel confused about who you are? You've been gaslighted. Are you unsure about your value system? Does it fluctuate? Does it not? Did you used to value things before and now you don't anymore? Gaslighted. Do you have this person on a pedestal? That's a big one. Do you have this person on a pedestal? Big one. Very big one. Is their happiness really important? Gaslighted. It's like where you are on the back burner, you might think you're not, but you're in the back burner, right? Empaths can do this so easily. We're like talented at putting ourselves in the back burner. This is what we think being like empathy looks like. We put ourselves in the back burner, right? So of course we're easily gaslighted, because this is what gaslighting is. You put your emotions, your opinions in the back burner every time. You don't deserve to be heard. Your opinions, your whatever, is irrelevant really. It's only relevant if I choose it's relevant. But you put yourself in the back burner. Gaslighted. So easy to get gaslighted. So easy, because we do it to ourselves. This is a funny thing. So this is what I'm hearing. We do it to ourselves. We accept that we are second best, that we are back burners, that we are irrelevant, basically, that everyone else is more relevant. So it's so easy to gaslight empaths. So easy. It's a piece of cake, honestly. And it's so unchallenging in every way, because we will always tend to second guess ourselves in the presence of narcissists until we discover that, why am I second guessing myself? Can I be kind to me? I'm abusing me. I don't need a narcissist to come abuse me. Hello. You're going to notice after being with a narcissist, you're going to notice that everything the narcissist said, that language actually lived inside of you that you weren't aware of, and you were self-abusing this whole entire time, and they just came here like a big mirror. I've had narcissists in my life, and it is hell. Okay. But honestly, the learning lesson is, I got to hear really out loud in action and in words how I speak to me and how I treated me. So thank you, Narcs. And now I have me back. And I get the opportunity to see how I spoke to myself and change it. So I hope this whole entire video makes sense. I think I went into many different realms. I think I've been touching base with many different energies. I don't know. Anyway, I really hope this is making sense. I hope something comes out of it for you. All right. I love you. Bye.